Hello, welcome. Let's get right to it. This is going to be a commentary video on the Gauntlet. This won't be strictly a guide per se, more of a live play-by-play commentary of a run that I'll do, or a couple runs I'll do. So what I like to do on my first lap is I want to make sure that before I head back to the starting room, I have all three resources. So the wool, the ore, and the wood. I really value making the armor when I head back. This allows me to have a very clean inventory for my second lap. And yeah, it just makes inventory management way cleaner, way comfortable. You don't have to do any juggling with dropping the fish or anything like that. Of course, we're also looking for the weapon frame, so in addition to the three resources, we're going to be wanting the weapon frame. Once you're done with the tools, you can drop them. I'm going to peek at this room because these are the three demi-boss rooms. Regardless of if you see a big mob or a small mob, if you encounter a big mob and you don't have the weapon frame, just kill the big mob. It's not a big deal. You don't have to try to gamble more rooms to get the big mob, or the small mob rather. Just kill this guy, get your weapon frame, and get out. It can be a little bit annoying, but you'll have enough time for sure. Oh, I picked up an extra fish. Now when I head back, what I like to build is I'll build a basic staff, then I'll build the armor, and then 2 vials. If I have leftover money, or leftover shards, then I'll build the attuned staff. Given I don't have any leftover shards, it's all good. I don't value the attuned staff too much. Basic staff, especially with the armor, is more than enough DPS. I should have actually peeked at that room. That was a mistake by me. Given we didn't peek in the beginning, we'll have to peek now, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it kind of shows that even if you make mistakes, you'll have enough time. Now we can drop this guy. I'm pretty comfortable with this amount of fish, so I'm just going to drop the harpoon now. So as you can see, having all that extra room, you can fit in a bunch of fish. You don't have to drop fish or anything like that. Just keeps your inventory nice and clean. Now we can head back. We might not have enough shards actually. Never mind, I lied. And we're done. So I can reorganize my inventory a little bit. Now for the fight, what you want to do is you want to stand as close as possible to the center, permitting the lava tiles allow you to do so. Standing close to the middle helps with dealing with the tornadoes. You get a little more time as they spawn on the edges, so I like standing in the middle. Another thing I like to do is I only eat during the tornadoes. If the tornadoes are not active, then I'm not going to eat. Of course, unless I'm very low like this, then I might consider eating. But unless I'm super low, like in this case, I won't eat. I'll only eat during the tornado phase. I like to focus on the DPS. But given we have to dodge the tornadoes, and we can't really properly DPS all that much, you might as well eat. So try to eat during tornadoes only. Do not eat during non-tornadoes. Especially when tornadoes are pretty close to you, you can kind of walk through them. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's definitely possible. During the third phase, if you're struggling, it's completely okay not to DPS. Just focus on the prayer switches and focus on dodging the tornadoes. You don't have to DPS during the third phase. Let's do one more run for good measure. Never lucky. Okay, again, first lap, we're gonna look for the resources. Make sure we have all three before heading back. Got a little bit lucky with the first two here, but it is what it is. That's what happens sometimes. You drop the pickaxe. If the fish are in the demi-boss rooms, I don't really value that. They're kind of too far away for me to fish, so... Got a little bit unlucky with the mobs. Alright, so now we have more than enough shards to also build the attuned staff in this case, but just to kind of drill it in my muscle memory, I always build the basic staff first, then the vials, then the attuned staff. You can also begin crushing up the shards. And we can drop this guy. Oops, we cannot drop that guy, we can drop this guy. And again, notice how clean our inventory is, because we're not carrying any leftover resources, like partial resources had we not completed the armor. And now we're done. I can drop these guys because I'm done with them. And we have a crap ton of time. I got pretty lucky with the demi-boss drops. They dropped a lot of fish, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of fishing. Again, I'm going to be standing right close to the middle of the room. Again, note how I'm eating only during the tornadoes. I'm not eating when the tornadoes are not active. I just want to focus on my DPS during that time. Didn't mean to double click there. Kind of weird. Kind of awkward. But again, mistakes can happen and you can survive still, so. And there you have it. Okay, let's go for the drops, see what we get. Never lucky. Okay, have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.